So I probably really don't need to do too much of a recap. Long story short, right now I'll do a fuller one next Thursday or Tuesday when we're having our last session of my arc. But long story short, you guys just completed a carnival, which may have been a little tone shift for us, but our characters got in and out. They got what they needed, and they found some fruit that they hope will be sufficient to count as fruit of the sun. So now they have gotten a lead to go to a greenhouse to search for dew of the moon or moon dew, one or the other. And you guys leave the carnival, make your way uneventfully. It is like it's like golden hour. It's not darkening yet, but it's actually brightening as the day is starting to wind to a close. Everyone is short rested. Some people burned some spells in what's it called? The fair. So everyone go ahead and check those character sheets, make sure everything is as you think it was. I think most people should be at full HP except Steve, who took a little butterfly dive. And I'm going to put us on a new screen, but before I'm going to put an image up fairly quickly because I don't want you to study the screen too much. So when I put up an image, kind of let it sit for a sec. All right. So the group approaches the Lodge of the Eclipse, the tall tower and very gorgeous setting where the sorceresses of the Eclipse live and conduct their affairs. You were given a key by Limstella, so I believe Silme or Talia has that right now. And so you guys approach a greenhouse, and I don't know if I don't think I put the exterior of the greenhouse, but you can see in front of you. The greenhouse is one with glass panes all over the place to allow in much natural light. And as you go to let yourself in, you approach the door, which has a keyhole, obviously, for the key. So who goes ahead and puts that in?
Silme, were you holding on to the key that the elder gave us?
Yes, and I procure it out of from my sleeve, and I put it in the keyhole and turn it.
Excellent. It doesn't open easily. The lock turns.
Seems a bit.
But the hinges are a bit rusted. For reasons you haven't uncovered, Limstella has just kind of said that she has closed off the greenhouse. She has taken leave of this hobby, and so she hasn't really tended to this greenhouse. So as you walk in, you are just overwhelmed with just overgrown magical flora. Heavy laden trees with vines everywhere, very exotic, colorful flowers, in pinks and purples and reds, ferns just all over the place. And the ground is pretty thick with dust here and there, but there's actually quite a bit of dirt as well. So it's just
should we be seeing something other than the tree right now? Because I'm still on the tree page.
Oh shit!
Same.
Yeah, you should. I'm so sorry. I tried to drag you, but I didn't succeed in that. Well, here's the Lodge of the Eclipse if you wanted a reminder of what that looks like. And then let me take you. Here we go.
Oh, beautiful.
Very pretty.
Ooh.
Tim, all you need to know is that the picture I found looks really good.
It is very cool.
All right. So you guys have the open greenhouse in front of you, and you are able to proceed in. How do you
that
do so?
description? You painted a word picture for me, so I can already imagine it.
It's a very moody picture I put up as well.
Fantastic.
Well, I suppose we should look for this lunar lotus. Is it Lunar Lotus or Lunar Lily?
Lotus.
Lotus. Lunar Lotus. Um,
Any
Silme.
defining features we should be looking for?
Yes, perhaps, Silme, do you recall what the Elder had said about it?
About the overgrownness or the lily?
The Lotus, I'm not very well versed in plant keeping. I'm not even sure where we would begin to look.
Well,
Everything
maybe,
in here looks magical.
I don't recall her telling us what it looked like per se, but I do remember, or maybe perhaps we have to look for a flower that reflects moonlight or gives off moonlight.
Very well. Teo, would your experience out in the surroundings and with your sister be of some benefit to this search?
Of course, yeah. I'll look around for a plant matching that description, and I look around.
All right. So that means that you guys proceed in. So you have control over your tokens. So why don't you guys just kind of show me the route, maybe travel in just like bits and pieces so I can kind of see how we're proceeding. Teo, obviously, Tim can't guide Teo. I can kind of guide Teo a little bit too.
Yeah, I'm just like leading the way, kind of just looking around, seeing what kind of plants I see.
All right. So let us have Tim as a Teo, as an Alex, roll a nature check. This is kind of just like a surveying nature check. All right. So Teo rolled a 14. And he starts to kind of isolate as you guys walk in. Like this front area is rather just filled with ferns, and nothing that looks like. And there's lots of things that are very unique looking, but like all in concept what a lotus looks like, and you also know that it would probably need to have some water nearby because lotuses are known for growing near water, and you just don't find any of that in the early front, so you guys can kind of like poke around and proceed further in if you like.
Definitely.
Are we seeing
Just kind
some
of
that-
admiring the beauty.
Are we seeing some of that overgrowth? Like, is it like blatantly obvious, or have we not quite like seen much evidence in the like front space of the greenhouse?
Of the overgrowth?
Yes.
The overgrowth, I mean, everything is pretty like feral, if that. So there's growth everywhere.
Yeah, it sounds like even this stuff to the side, it's all overgrown. It's not been well kept and tidied up and stuff.
Yeah, and so I would say that like you can tell. I mean, it's been like decades. You might be able to tell like where things were meant to be, and like plants that like fit in pots have like the roots have just like broken through some of them, and like it's kind of confusing how like, I mean, like there's not a water. Someone wasn't coming in and watering, so like you might be rationalizing that like there's some kind of tiny ecosystem here that in some ways it's taking care of itself. But with just the 14, it might be you guys might need to tinker around, and
I think.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, he
think it was
actually did
actually
roll
a
a 20.
I didn't realize I clicked on it, and then I
Oh.
clicked on it again. So it was
I see.
I rolled twice by accident.
All right, so I'll say that I'm going to rule out an area then. This area here, you guys kind of check this area out, and Teo is able to kind of say like, I don't think anything looks particularly like a lotus here.
Very well. We'll continue. Let's continue and lead the way, Teo.
Yeah, on to the next patch.
He continues to move more up forward through the room.
All right. And so at this point, his eyes are attracted to a rather large bulbous flower back here, towards the back of the room. It doesn't look particularly lotus-like either, but it looks just massive and exceptionally interesting, unlike any plant you've ever really seen before.
This is a strange one. I wish Anara was here. I'm sure she would be able to identify it, but I'm not quite sure what it is. Let us inspect further. So I'm gonna approach it.
All right, sounds great. I'll put you up there. And so Teo moves up. I'm not sure is everyone where they are on the map.
Yeah, I think so.
Pretty much.
Other than Minerva, maybe.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, man, Crit. It is so easy to forget about your NPCs.
Yes, it is.
I'll have Minerva move up, and I think Minerva might be like poking around here, and Svendrin would be tailing her.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and let's have Teo roll one more nature check.
As Teo is inspecting the flower, can I mutter an incantation to myself and cause moonlight to just stream through the windows of this beautiful glass greenhouse and cast guidance on him?
Absolutely. How does that moonlight intermingle with the sunlight that's coming through? Because the way I actually like this map a lot, because I said it was golden hour, so I believe this pretty well.
Oh,
represents,
gotcha,
like,
gotcha.
how the sun is coming through. So
Then
actually,
the whole interior just dims for just a moment, and it looks silvery, and then it kind of surges back to its normal color.
All right. So Teo rolls a 9, and he is right. He thinks that looking at this is something that Anara might be more familiar with. But Crit, can I have you roll a perception check, and Silme, I'll let you roll one as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
25.
Ian.
Okay. Talia, something very interesting happens.
Also, just in case it matters, +4 to Teo's final nature roll, but for the guidance.
Okay. I actually need to get my dice ready. Okay, and I need my character sheet here out and about.
You're getting dice on it? Oh no, I take my bow out and I shoot this plant with an arrow.
Teo, you're gonna like this. Your passive perception is very high. You probably know that, right?
Yes.
All right. So 2 things happen simultaneously. Minerva and Silme, you notice Talia turn rather abruptly. But Talia, unbeknownst to you, moonlight was a good idea. As the room kind of flickers and dims for a moment, and that like small ambient moonlight shines in, you see this like silver burst to your left. And as you notice that, this like flicker of silver light reflecting your moonlight in a way. Teo, you're looking at this plant pretty closely. It's just caught your eye. It's interesting. Something starts to shift behind it. And even though I rolled with advantage and had +5, your passive perception still detects the creeping shape of not 1, but 2 odd creatures unlike anything you've ever seen before. And I'm going to move these to the token layer, and I'm going to show you my babies here.
My natural.
Oh,
Ooh.
So,
Those are
Teo,
cool.
what you're looking at is a rose. From inside the rose is a blue-white, tiny or small trickle of light, and this rose acts as a head for this creeping, large, I'm going to say monkey-like, but that's not quite accurate. But the way it's poised on this branch is rather monkey-like, with large talons on its hands and feet, and this like, think of Poison Ivy from Batman. Like the vibe of her outfit is like the vibe of their skin, bark and branch and thorn all intermingled.
It's totally Poison Ivy Golem with a rose head.
Poison Ivy
is terrifying.
Excellent.
Gotcha.
And they're both and they're going to lash out at you.
Okay.
So let's all, because you and your passive perception were phenomenal, let's have everybody roll initiative.
Nice.
Woot woot!
Please remember to click on those characters.
Doing it. I went early, I think. No.
Crit, do I need to reset the initiative from last time?
We don't see any of the initiative from last time.
Well, I pulled it up. Or, I mean, you can see turn order now. Are you seeing it now?
Yep.
Is it all refreshing as it should?
I don't know what you mean by refreshing. It's populating. You're going to have to turn order them a little bit.
Okay. I have... it's just like I have 2 for everybody, so I need to delete that. I need to delete the 20. Silme rolled a 9. Teo rolled 12. So let's delete this one. 1, 2. And Sven, what was yours? 13?
Looks like it, yep.
Steve, how's Duvain doing? What's he up to?
Great.
I said, what's he up to?
16.
What's Duvain doing?
I'll let you know on his turn. Wi-Fi has been very shit, so I've caught maybe every third word of what's been happening, but I kind of understand what we were looking at.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's not fun. All right. How do I do initiative for my creature? Critter.
You can either custom add a turn by right-clicking on the token and add turn, or you can just click their token and click in D&D Beyond if you have a stat block for them.
I do initiative bonus. I don't see where on their stat block it says initiative though. I just see like a +3 for their dex. Oh,
There should be an initiative up at the
I did
top.
it.
Nice.
All right. Silme, what's your initiative? What's your dex?
My dex?
Yeah.
+0.
All right. There we go. All right. So Minerva is first in the initiative and the first to act. I would like to do another thing though. All right. So Minerva's first to act. So, as is her primary strategy in this campaign, Minerva sees this movement, and she watches them creep around and sees them poised, ready to do something unpleasant to Teo. And Minerva's going to react kind of instinctively and defensively. So as a bonus action, she's going to start singing. And like before, the air around her starts to kind of warp a little bit, and kind of like the Little Mermaid when she's singing and her voice, you know, even though when her voice thing goes out, when her mouth stops moving, the song of Minerva still hums about as she goes. So she is going to go ahead and cast a chromatic cord at this one on the right. So let's do a spell slot. Holy shit, what am I looking at here?
Oh my god.
I don't really know what that is.
So Minerva takes out her wand, and she hurls a small orb that channels out from her wand, stamping her foot, and this concussive drumbeat joins, and the diamond on her wand pulses with different colors, and this small bead shoots from it like an opal, and then it glides right past the Rosamar, which is what they're called, and she does not hit with a 13.
What color would it have been?
It would have been. I've never cast this before. Range spell attack if it hits. It would have been.
You probably have to roll a d6 to figure it out.
Isn't it random?
I'm assuming it's not 70 hit points of damage. Critter,
I
you're
assume
on-
you just pick what.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
so
do
if
get
it's
a-
chromatic orb, you just pick.
Yeah, you gotta choose. It would have been orangey and purple, but 13. Oh, a 13 meets it, so it does take the damage. So I chose fire, which it looks like that was the 17.
Right.
All right. So this one on the right takes 17. Sorry, guys, I'm not used to doing math as fast as Critter. So it goes down to that. All right, so that was Minerva's action. That's Minerva's bonus action, and she's going to move up here and get closer to try to help out her friend, but not too close. And it is the next person's turn, Talia's.
I am definitely seeing off to the side Teo be approached by these two terrible creatures, but this burst of silver light over here, am I able to see what it's coming from? Is it a plant? Is it a flower? Is it does it look like in the shape of a lotus?
As an elf, you have perception as a proficiency, so why don't you roll me a perception check for free?
Nice. Nat one. I'm immediately distracted by the ensuing combat, I suppose.
I think that is the case. The glance of silver was super interesting, and you know where it was, so you can go back and check later. But in this exact moment, you just watch this blast of light, and you hear this like song start up, and you're pretty distracted at the second.
Okay.
But you do
So then I immediately turn to my allies, starting to engage in defense or aggression with these creatures, and I just split my hands and I starts to sing in celestial, and just fire, moon flame just erupts in both of my hands, and two small, a dove in one hand, a nightingale in the other, and I send both toward the creature on the left as I kind of use bonus action spiritual weapon and action sacred flame. So I'll place my spiritual weapon right next to the creature. And it probably looks like almost invisible. Not in between it, but on the left. Almost invisible as the daylight streaks through it. But then I'll roll my sacred flame. It needs to make a dex save.
Can you see that?
I don't see a roll from you yet.
I rolled an 18.
Ooh, damn. So the little dove just harmlessly sputters out in harmless fire, but then the spiritual weapon makes its attack. 21 to hit
21 hits.
Oh.
for a measly 7 damage.
It only did
Alright.
1d8 plus 4.
Yeah, that is weird. I do get an extra d8 on that. That is strange. Hey, 15 total force damage as the nightingale bird of flame strikes into it and then just kind of circles back to where it was.
That was force damage?
Yes.
Okay.
And that'll do it for Talia. I'll just slowly and cautiously start approaching.
Excellent. All right, Duvane.
And
Oh, Tim's home.
Yeah, Tim's here.
Tim is here.
Hey.
Steve, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Did you turn your
Steve,
camera off?
What?
Did you turn off your camera?
I did, yes,
Okay.
because my laptop is not working otherwise. Scooting forward, and from 30 feet away, I'm casting Infestation on the one on the right.
Go
I
for
need a DC 15 con save, please. Screw it. I am before you say anything, I'm upcasting this to. Can I upcast this? No, I cannot. Never mind. It's a cantrip.
19 con save.
Damn.
That's
these
my turn.
guys.
You have a bonus action available if you want it.
I dance.
Excellent. All right. So Sven, you are about to have your turn, but before you do, Talia, you watch as one of
Oh
these
no.
creeping things appears next to you. And it's gonna go 1, 2, 3. Gonna go over here. Can I have you make a DC con save, please?
Yeah, I can make a DC con save.
Sorry, DC 13 con save. I shouldn't have told you the DC. Oops. Oh,
15.
All right.
What happened, or what was about to happen? Did I feel any sensation? Also, music stopped.
Ow. Oh, our Wi-Fi is being a little brat. Tell me if that doesn't start up again.
Yep, it's starting.
Oh my God, you can't believe how poorly I rolled. 1s and 2s. You take 3 radiant damage as from the head of the Rosamar, a blast of sunlight launches at you. Classic solar beam style. But
Dope.
you are able to do you want can I flavor your defense here because I have an idea of what I thought. So I think that you having just cast your 2 different Moonfire essentials, I picture you going like this, and there's just like Moonfire on both of your forearms.
Just residual that kind of burns away the sunlight.
Exactly.
Love that.
I rolled a 1 and a 1 and a 2 and a 2. That's amazing. All right. So that was its turn, and now it needs to gotta recharge. All right. So Svendrin, your turn.
Okay. I probably didn't even fully catch that third one showing up from where I am. So I will rush to Minerva's aid. And 45, yeah, I can do that. I will move up 45 and attack this thing in order to protect my cousin and my brother-in-law after I rage and 2 spectral elves appear beside me in order to aid me. Let's attack this guy.
Holy shit.
Right off the
Yay,
bat.
yay.
I should be able to click that guy, right?
Not even reckless.
One hand always. So yeah, so 14 plus 2 becomes 16 slashing on this guy.
All right.
And
Anything else? You have 2 attacks, right?
I will slash again. 18.
18 hits.
Nice. For 11, it becomes 13.
You kill it exactly. So how do you shred this creature?
I meant maybe the first slash is to sever the rose from the stem, and the second is for good measure. I cut out the like center light thing with a little flourish.
Beautiful. So you take your sword, that rose starts to fall off his body, and then you plunge your sword right through. It's like runic, like that little element, and I'll kind of show you again one more time. That little element of like moon or like light that's shining through its petals. And this one is dead.
Dude, I love the teeth on the under petal. So dope.
Oh yeah. All right, Svendron, anything else?
Nope. I used everything. That is it.
All right. And did you taunt this one and then killed it?
Since I was raging, if I attacked it and hit it, it would have been taunted towards me, but now it's dead.
Excellent. Okay. So you are Crit. You might be getting an opportunity attack here.
I don't think my spiritual weapon gets that.
Okay. So the Rosamar moves into proximity of both Svengerin and Teo, and it's going to. You guys watch as this pollen burst erupts from its petals. Can I have Teo and Svengerin make con saves, please?
Con saves. A little different ends of the spectrum there.
Oh, whoa.
You get advantage on this, okay?
Oh.
For reasons.
Let's see if I get 2 nat 20s.
Oh, did you nat 20? I'm sorry. I thought
Yeah.
that was your previous nat 20.
No, that was a new one.
Okay.
That's a dex save.
Svengerin, you like kind of like sneeze a little bit and like blow and bluster as powder just erupts everywhere. Teo, you're subjected to that same effect, except when you open your eyes, your vision is like red almost, and you just feel this incredible sense of like paranoid, frantic rage within you. So until your next turn, you cannot take reactions. And on your attack, or an affected creature must use your action during your next turn to attack the closest living creature to you. All right. This will also end at the beginning of your next turn. So having done that, it's going to scamper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20. And it's going to duck away.
I can slash at it though, right?
Yes, you may.
Dang.
All right. So that was that creature's turn. It is Teo's turn.
Yay, I get to attack an ally. Fun, fun, fun.
You're good at this.
Am I? I'm assuming I'm gonna make a bow attack at an ally that is within 5 feet of me, so I will be taking it at disadvantage, and I will sharpshooter it as naturally. That's what I always do.
That's true.
A 6 does not hit me.
All right, I attack. I shoot an arrow at my friend.
It's gonna make the next
angry.
Thanksgiving pretty awkward.
Yep.
It was just a sparring bout earlier. No need to take it personally.
And I will use my bonus action, because I can do anything with my bonus action, correct?
Yeah.
And my movement, right?
Yes, you have both. Essentially, now that I'll even flavor it as you having used your action. You kind of like your sense is clear as you fire rough shot at Svendrin. And Svendrin just kind of like kicks your bow away from you. And you kind of come to your senses. And now, yeah, your bonus action and movement are free for you.
All right, then I'm gonna dashy dash.
Oh wow.
To I'm trying to get around this. To there. Can I get here?
If you think you can. I don't know. You know your speed better than me.
I have a speed of 35, so I'm gonna dash and I'm gonna run around to back here. Behind.
Okay.
Ye old Silme.
Did you
Yeah,
say
girl,
ye old?
Silme.
Good old Silme.
I affectionately call Silme slime.
Oh wait, I can get to
I said my slime.
we say it. I think all of us say it every once in a while when we view the name.
Slime, yeah.
I'm
That's it.
confident I've never said that.
I try never to because I don't want to accidentally do it. Tim, what were you saying?
I'm done.
All right. Tim, I got news for you.
What?
Oh no!
There's another one.
Feel the creeping sensation that there's something behind you. Actually, you might not know it's here. I'm gonna roll a check.
Come on, baby.
Yeah, your passive perception doesn't catch this one as it comes out and from behind, and it's gonna swing at you.
Oh brother.
11 to hit.
Does not hit me.
All right. So you and that was an advantage. So actually, I'm gonna roll that one more time.
Since my turn is over, do I have reactions again?
Yes. 17 is the actual hit of the claw coming at you. Wait, no, I think it's until the start of your. No, wait, yeah. Because I didn't let you have a reaction prior, and so yes, you have your reaction. But 17 claw strike coming at you.
Okay, that hits.
Okay. That is 5 damage.
Okay.
And then this second strike is not at advantage since.
Well, right.
Is it? I don't think so. Still a 19.
Okay,
So
that hits.
and then you take 5 more damage. So it takes a swipe at you with a hand, and then its other arm, this like lash of thorny vine wraps around you, which did the 5 damage there. Crit, I'm rolling, and all of these are going to GM privately.
I think that's a Beyond 20 setting. If you go into your D&D Beyond screen toward up somewhere, it should say Beyond 20, like the extension. If you click on that, and it's probably saying whisper rolls something.
Never whisper.
Never whisper. Normal
Always whisper
roll.
monster rolls. Let's not do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Use
There you go.
general whisper settings. All right, so
I just do normal roll, but
yeah. So Tim, that was 10 total damage. All right. Okay. Tim. So because it got its vine whip around you, it's gonna try to grapple you. So we need to make opposed grapple checks.
Teo's dexterous.
I roll a 15.
Oh! No, you rolled a 14.
Beats it, beats it.
Oh, I'm sorry. You rolled a 15. Excellent. So, as those thorns kind of start trying to wrap around you, you lively clink around and are able to avoid being snared in its grasp. And that's its turn. So,
I will use my reaction to move 20 feet away from it.
beautiful.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
So I'm going to give this one a turn of 10. That's what it is. And the other one has a turn of 15. All right. Whose turn is it? Silma, your turn.
All right, I am going to move right here. And then I am going to cast Chromatic Orb on this one and this one by twinning it.
The two or things. Okay. Can you
Yeah,
show
the
me
two
that-
spots you just clicked did not seem to click creatures. It was like clicking the middle of the map.
Oh, maybe mine. Hold on, maybe my map didn't.
These two?
update.
Yeah, I think those are the proper two. You clicked like here and here, so it was just
Yeah.
But okay.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I was
all
definitely
good.
like on my screen. It looked all right, but yeah, it was those two that I want to hit.
Sweet.
So let me guess.
All right. I want to see how this looks.
Sorry, my sheet.
Having only one beer in the house is really sad.
I think I only have one in the fridge too.
All right. There we go. And I'm gonna do it using moon fire damage.
Dope.
You got to.
Yeah.
Is that radiant or fire?
Fire.
Excellent.
13.
Moonfire.
Okay,
Does
so-
13 hit?
13 meets it, so it beats it. So roll your second attack as well.
Ah, yes.
But tell me, which one is that first one going at, the left or the right?
We'll go with the right,
Smart.
and then I will do it again.
Holy shit, yeah, that hits. All right, so hang on, I gotta do a little math.
Damn, so much damage.
Minus 23.
And she like has like like flames
Holy
still
shit.
like kind of on her fingers, and she like licks it to put it out. You know what I
Nice.
This is one of these.
I love it. All right, so both of these are, and you use your staff for this, right?
Yes.
So can you describe how, like, what does it look like as you're doing this?
She does like kind of like a twist with the with her staff, like twirls it around her finger and then like points it at both in like with a very stylized way. A lot of
Excellent.
attitude.
All right. Well, both of them are just erupting in this moon fire, and they are both scarred and burnt badly. You can tell they kind of don't like fire. All right. Selma, can I have you? Selma, what's your passive perception?
Where is that actually?
12.
Oh, my bad. 12.
All right. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Oh shit! Let's start doing something bad. All right, can I have you, Teo and Silme, please make a con save for me?
Solar beam.
It's true. All right, Silme, you're gonna only take half of what I say here.
Oh. Give it to me.
So 13 total. So Teo, you take 13 radiant damage as this solar beam blasts out of this one that sneaks up. And Silma, you take 6 of that.
Okay.
As I mark that ability off. All right. So that is the bottom of the turn order. We're back up to Minerva. All right, so Minerva sees these two on the left, and so she is going to use her bonus action. And with her bonus action, we're going to cast this at 3rd level. None of that matters. I just wanted to put it in the chat. So from her wand, while she's like moving and starting to progress this way, as her bonus act or as her action, Minerva and her wand and sword rapier connect with each other, and from the sparks, these stars start erupting, and from the small stars, 6 like thicker beads of light erupt, and they go up and start circling around her head. And with her bonus action, she's going to target this one here. Oh, with her action. And she's gonna send 2 at that creature. How do you? All right, and so it's got to make a dex save of 15, which it fails. So it's gonna take 2d6 fire damage, and I rolled 4. So it's a really bad roll. Oh wait, no, it's 2d6 per. I made this mistake last time. So she's gonna do another 2d6, which is 7. And so you guys watch as this one is incinerated and officially killed by these stars. And then with her bonus action, she is going to Misty. She can go 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. She is going to. Screw it. She's going to use her bonus action to launch 2 more at this creature right here. So it's also going to make a dex save, which it succeeds. So it's going to take half of 4d6. So that is 6 plus 5 is 11.
Becomes 5.
So it's going to take 6 damage. We round up, right?
Round down.
All right. 1. All right, and that's Minerva's turn, and she's just gonna back away, so she's not in the fray. Talia, you are up.
I'm gonna nervously look behind me as there's commotion back there too, and I'm just gonna call out to Svenderin. Oh, Svenderin, they're all around us. Could you get over here as quickly as possible? Thank you. And summon another mote of Moonflame bird dove into my hand to say, Kethua, join Tinifien and help us. And send that one as I have my both my Nightingale spiritual weapon as well as a new projectile both attack this one. I'll do the bonus action attack first.
All right. At this point, you guys know a 13 is the AC to beat.
That'll hit. It's this plus an extra D8. Just 8 force damage, and then I hit it with a sacred flame. It needs to make a dex save.
All right, this one is looking real bad. A dex save, you say?
Mm-hmm. It fails. So another 9 radiant damage as 2 different sources of bird carrying moonflame erupt into it.
There are so many different settings to be clicking on, so I keep just opening a million windows. All right. How does this one explode into flame?
Oh, I just send both birds and they start to spiral each other and just set it on fire. And as they spiral, the dove kind of sputters out and becomes one with the nightingale. And you almost hear a concordant melody as they spiral in the air and erupt in flame. And then Talia just continues to nervously back up and is going to kind of back to back with Teo.
Beautiful. All right, Talia is done. Duvain, your turn. Duvain, what's your passive perception?
Oh no.
Million. It is 17.
Okay.
I am going to move. Hearing Talia's plea from across the room, I'm going to go over here to take a glance in this general direction, and seeing that there's one that's probably unscathed down here. I'm going to upcast Ice Knife. I take out my wand and I conjure it looks like an icicle, but it's perfectly conical, perfectly smooth and pristine, and it has a pair of butterfly wings on the side of it that start vibrating, and then it just shoots out straight towards this thing. 27 to hit, 5 piercing, and then it needs to take dex save. It takes 5 piercing.
All right. Takes 5 piercing damage. Anything else with your bonus action?
That's my turn.
Okay.
Does it take half of the shrapnel damage at least?
No.
Oh man. Damn.
If I kill, I'm gonna take these off because I need. Now I don't know which initiative is which. Will it get rid of them? Oh, good.
If
Okay.
you hover over the
Also,
spot, it'll highlight in a yellow
Oh.
circle which ones are which.
Oh, I didn't give this one's initiative, which was 6. At turn 6. 6. All right, and then enter. Duvain, that was your turn. Svendrin, you're up.
Okay, I would like. Okay, so I can do boom, boom. I can do a 90, but I'll do that. So I'm gonna take a route like this. We use my action to dash, and I'm gonna specifically try to catty corner with this guy, and then leave its range as I try and just get back into the fray.
And snag its opportunity attack.
If it's looking like it's wanting to swipe.
It's going to do that, actually. And it's going to use its Vine Whip on you.
I would love for this to hit.
Well, it rolls in at 1, so
Dang.
it don't.
It's honestly not good. And if you're
All right. Anything else? You have a bonus action available?
No, because I end my turn and then my rage goes away, so I can't preemptively rage again.
Oh, you wanted damage. I see.
I did want damage to keep that up. Attack. Can't attack. Okay, yeah, no, that's it. I just wanted to come into the fray and hopefully be a target.
All right. Very cool. Teo.
Alrighty, I'm gonna steady my aim and shoot right over Sven's shoulder at this thing.
Do it up.
And I'm gonna sharpshooter it. So I'm gonna roll 3 times.
All right. 13's the number to beat.
I think that'll do.
18.
That'll do.
That'll do.
Okay.
The donkey. Woo. 32.
Jesus Christ.
What was the name of your bow again? What does it translate to?
Moondragon.
Cool.
Very, very importantly, what kind of damage is coming out of Moondragon right now?
Piercing, radiant, and more piercing.
Excellent. All right. Thank you for the heads up. Anything else, Teo?
Can't move, so I'm just gonna stay next Talia.
All right. So this thing is going to.
Wait, hold on. I clip one of Sven's hairs so that it's like better. You know, like there was a stray hair that was sticking out, so the arrow that goes by just like.
Holy shit.
A
Teo is
little
cutting
drop of
hair
blood.
mid-attack.
Can
I
it,
fucking love
draw,
that.
can it draw just a little nick?
There was a split end on the tip of one hair, and he just sheared it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take
Holy shit.
0.04. You take 0.5 damage, which rounds down to 0. Svendrin, sorry. But never fear, MK. There are Rosamars that want to attack you in this vicinity. So Silme and Svendrin, can you please both make me Constitution saving throws?
Happily. Constitution saving throw.
All right, Silme, you fail this, but Svendrin, you succeed it. So you are both going to take. Um, 20 damage comes at you, Selmay, and then 10 damage comes at you. 10 damage comes at you, Svendrin, and it is radiant damage at both of you.
Noted.
And so you're not still in your rage, are you? Or does that keep you in?
I am not in my rage.
Okay.
I ended my turn.
So this thing is going to use the rest of its movement to go over here into the sunlight. I think it can move that far. Oh, fuck.
Probably would have been a lot smarter to get in its range, so I could have swiped at it. Dang.
All right. So Selma, your turn. You're muted.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna move right here, like kind of more, maybe like right there. And I'm enraged because I've been injured. So slime's coming out. She's gonna.
Your alter ego.
My alter ego. Slime monster.
Your drunk personality.
Your party girl inspiration.
Yeah.
And I am going to twin firebolt them. Both of them, the ones that are left.
And you're deducting the sorcery points it's costing the twin.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Just one. Yep, that's the first one. That one probably.
Which is the first one at? The left or the right?
Let's go with this one.
Okay.
10 doesn't hit, I'm assuming.
No, I'm sorry, it does not.
13.
And then the next one. Wow.
Hey.
Oh, that's good. Okay, never mind.
15 does hit. This is a firebolt.
Yes.
All right. You hit this thing, and the firebolt goes right into the core of its chest, but it's just hanging on a little bit.
All right, that's all I got.
Okay. All right. So, what is Minerva's passive perception? Oh, it's fine. Okay. So Minerva, she's not going to be surprised by this because of the positionality of it. But one has been biding its time over here. And it's going to come over to Minerva, and it's going to take 2 swings at her. So I'm going to roll some attack rolls here.
Princess, no.
12. Minerva's AC is 21, so that's not going to work. And a nat 1. All right. This thing, Minerva is doing her blade song, and she has excellent coordination as she's weaving between its claw strikes and its vine whipping. And she is unscathed for the moment. That puts us up to her turn. So she is going to Misty Step away with her bonus action. 5, 10, 15. Put her right here. Actually, no, she's going to do some attacking first. She's going to attack with Dancing Thorn as her first strike. Which hits. And so she does 9 damage to it. All right, and then she is going to use her staccato step as a second attack. So that's one more swing with her blade, which also will hit. So staccato step here. So that's a D8 plus an extra D8 plus plus the weapon attack itself. Jesus. So 8, 9, 10. So 16 damage on that one. Oh, so God, I hate doing subtraction. It's my all right. There we go. So Minerva, she swings at it twice, and then she puts her rapier right into it, and then her staccato step. These sparks erupt as she makes a slash with her wand into a rapier blade, and the sparks and purple light hug the creature. And if it moves, it's going to take some more. And with her bonus action, she's going to Misty Step over here, and then she's going to kind of walk over this way and assess what's going on with her heightened speed. Talia, it is your turn.
Talia is going to just send a dove of sacred flame at this one. So dex save from that bad boy.
13.
Fails. It will take 5 radiant damage, and Talia will... Oh, Minerva got all the way over there, huh? She will start backing up, thinking there's not a creature over there. And then she sees that Minerva had been fighting once, so she's... Tenefien, to that one. And it will run that way and make an attack over yonder.
Excellent.
But it does not hit. It runs into the sunlight too much, and it like becomes translucent and loses its ability to impact in that moment.
Very cool. All right,
But
Duvain,
that
you're
will be
up.
it for Talia.
Excellent.
Oh well, that's my turn. Is that a twice? No, I'm not counting that as my attack roll. I'm moving up here and I'm casting bonus action Flame Blade, and then I'm going to make an attack roll on that thing with a +8, 13 to hit.
If you move forward 1, you get advantage on it for the record, right?
The spiritual weapon does not impose.
Oh, it gets it. Okay.
Critter, you're on mute.
But no, he's agreeing with you.
Yes, agreeing.
It doesn't give
All right.
advantage; it gets advantage.
13 does hit. Excellent. Go for it. Roll that damage.
12 fire damage.
All right. 12 damage is done to the creature. What does it look like as your flame blade attack works on it?
It doesn't look like fire. It is a pure white blade that I pull that looks like it's pulling out of my wings. And I pull it forward, and it's like a 4.5-foot long scimitar of just white light crackling with lunar flame. And I poke it.
You poke it.
Beautiful.
All right. Beautiful.
I run it through with my scimitar.
It is poked. Svendrin.
Beautiful. Okay. I will run at this guy. Bonus action rage.
I will be right back.
Okay.
I'll use my last rage of the day as I come up to this guy and slash at him. Recklessly.
Sweet. Make it easier to grapple later.
14.
14 hits.
Okay.
13 is...
8 damage becomes 10 damage.
All right.
And then I will leave its space and use my remaining 35 to get here.
Okay. It's gonna swing at you.
With advantage.
But has it had its turn since it's... Yeah, I don't think it's had its turn since... I think it has had a turn since it swung at you last time, right? Because it nat 1, but would it still have its reaction?
I did that on my turn.
Yeah,
so
so it's
now
had
it's my turn, so I can do it again, definitely.
Excellent. It's going to do it, and it's going to use its Vine Whip. So you're taking 2d4 piercing damage, which you'll have to...
What was
from
the hit?
18 plus 5, 23.
Fair. So 7. And what type?
7 piercing damage. So that's halved to 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do need to resist its grapple check though.
Okay, I'm raging, so I have advantage on a strength check.
Okay, and I don't think this the advantage of whatever extends to this.
Attack rolls against me have advantage.
I don't think this grapple thing does because it's like an ability.
Yeah.
I rolled a flat 10.
I could technically not do that well, but there we go.
That advantage does it for you. So as before, the vines kind of like painfully fall over as you like slope around you as you escape.
And
move over there.
As I leave its space and it slashes out at me, my spectral ancestral guardians remain behind and kind of try to get in its way when it's looking at other people, so that it has disadvantage on anyone attacking anyone but me. This guy. And I will run over this guy and use my second weapon attack.
Whoa.
Still reckless. 22.
That hits.
For 8 damage.
All right. It's looking really, really low.
And that is my turn.
Excellent. All right. That is your turn. Your sword swings through this thing. This thing is actually its turn now. And it doesn't move. You watch as this one, uncrisped as it is, starts drinking in the sunlight that it is standing in.
Is it correct that this thing has a 10 initiative?
Yeah.
Okay, because that would be Teo's turn then, right?
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself. Teo, you're up.
Bro, skipping my turn. I'm going to shoot that thing before anything happens in that sunlight.
Sunlight that you have no knowledge of. I didn't go too early.
Too bad, I'm still shooting it. Sharp shooting it with a 19.
That'll do it.
Or
Another
32 damage.
How much damage?
32 damage.
So it goes to negative 30 from the 2 L that had left and is eviscerated.
More importantly, I also clipped some of Selmay's hair too, because she looked like she had something that needed to go.
That only an arrow could fix.
Yes.
All right.
Well, that is it. I got easy turns.
So this creature here, that's dead. Oh, so Selma, your turn.
Wait, this one's dead? Oh, the other one's dead.
Yeah, so this one here is alive but taunted, so it has to attack Sven Durin.
Okay, I'm going to shoot it with what's it called? With my firebolt.
Do it. Up.
Damn it. Did not go through?
I've seen
That's
nothing.
it.
Oh, there it went.
Bummer.
Bilmer. Who hit this last? Okay. Yeah, okay. So your firebolt launches from your staff, but goes wide and disappears and kind of peters out as it hits the damp fauna over back there.
Okay, Sylvain hasn't missed in like, I don't know, ever. So she's very upset about this and like kind of like stomps over here.
She has a little pity party.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. And it is this one's turn. It is not currently in sunlight, but it is going to it's going to retreat, seeing that its allies are all dead here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I know where it's going, but you don't. Hang on one second. because it's going to use its action to go hide in the bushes. So, it does strafe. It strafes this way and disappears into the bushes. It actually strafes straight this way. All right. So I will roll a stealth check. All right. So I know what a stealth check is. If you would like to attack it, you're going to need to go into that vicinity and make a perception check that beats the stealth check it made. So that's the coward's turn. And it's up to Minerva. And Minerva just watched that thing go in there. And a little recklessly, Minerva is going to 1, 2, 3. And so she's going to go here with 3. But every step in here beyond that is going to be a difficult terrain. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, and so I'm gonna make her perception check here. I'm gonna make it off the map so you don't know what it is, though. And Minerva beats it. I, for fun, am not gonna show you because she knows where it is and she's gonna attack it. But you guys are just looking at this like huge jungle, and so you just hear the blast of fire leave and Minerva casting a spell. She casts a Selenix bolt, which is gonna hit and do only 6 damage to it.
Yeesh.
Oh, but that thing does get a chance to recharge. Which it does. So it gets its sun thing back. And it loses that much health. All right. Talia, your turn.
Pretty easy turns on my end. I will reposition the Nightingale of Moonflame so that it's streaking through a pillar of shadow as it tries to attack this thing, possibly flanking with Duvain. And then another Sacred Flame at it. So first Sacred Flame, dex save on its part.
Oh.
What did it roll? It did succeed. So my dove sputters out too soon, but my spiritual weapon gets the chance to attack.
With advantage.
Oh. 17 to hit.
Took so long to
No,
come in.
it hits.
For a total of 10 force damage.
All right, it's looking hurt.
And that is it for Talia.
Duvain.
Just constantly like conducting in the air as she's conjuring these motes of fire that are flitting around.
Woo!
27 with my blade.
Duvain, finish.
You do have it. Oh no, you don't have advantage.
You
I forgot
don't,
about that.
Christopher.
I know, I forgot.
Guys, I've been trying to condition you on this the whole campaign.
10 damage.
How do you kill it?
Knife through the head.
Fire knife to the head?
Fire blade through the head.
All right, it doesn't get to heal. Fire damage is something this party's really
Proficient at.
doing a lot of.
I'm,
All right,
I'm just a little sword gal.
I'm gonna delete it.
It's funny
so
because I'm constantly flavoring fire and none of my shit does fire damage.
I don't know what the thing's initiative was. I think I forgot to put it in the tracker.
It
Probably
was one
should've
of them.
I probably should have been attacking. All right. And then you move Duvain.
Yes. Bonus action, wings out. I flutter over the cacophony
Ooh,
of
very, very cool. All right, I'll take this one off the initiative too. All right. It is Svendron's turn.
Princess! And I will begin to charge towards the thicket. And let me measure this out just for the sake of it. I'll go like 30 here. And
Don't make your perception check
I
now.
would like to.
All elves are proficient in perception, so this is a free interaction for everybody. Not even free interaction. It's just a free aspect of your turn.
Right. 16.
16 does not tell you. You could wait in more if you have more movement, but 16 is not enough right now to determine where it's at.
There's always one of those things where, your heart goes out to, like, gnomes who have 25 feet. 15 feet, but into difficult terrain will only get me 5, right?
Yes.
That is tragic. So I will dash to really charge in there.
How are you dashing? Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
So dash will let you take...
Another 45, which becomes 20. So I
Sure.
have 25 to move. So I'll go there.
Okay.
Like, rushing dead center, do I pass it at all? Do I, like...
The way you moved, you did not.
Okay.
As in, here, let me even clarify it. No one took opportunity attacks against you.
I'll just try and find Minerva and kind of...
I'll say you find Minerva.
Post
You
up
end
with
up
her.
you end up right next to her.
And as my turn ends, my ancestral guardians go away for the last time today.
I think I wasted Minerva's bonus action. Not bad.
But that is my turn.
All right. Oh shit. I'm still getting used to having so many creatures with the initiative tracker because I think I deleted this thing's initiative. Do we think this one was 10?
It was 10 or 6. I don't remember which.
Maybe it went away because I put it on the GM layer. So we'll say this one's 10. All right. Teo, you got it's your turn.
Erky Durky. I'm gonna shoot it.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay. I think you can make if you want to go. You don't have to get too close. I'll let you do it from like 20 feet away to make a perception check to determine its general area. And I'll say if you beat this thing, I'll show you where it is. And if you don't, depending on how good you do, I'll give you a general bubble, and then you can attack blindly at disadvantage.
14.
14 doesn't beat it, but I will say you're guessing that there is one in this vicinity.
I don't know where you're clicking.
Oh, I'm the fucking GM
Okay.
here.
That was me.
Look at there.
There you go.
So
I'm
I'll let
gonna
you make
do-
an attack at disadvantage since you are attacking an unseen enemy.
Okay, but I will study my aim, so I will counteract that disadvantage for a normal roll, and I will not sharpshooter it.
Come on, baby.
14?
How do you pronounce
No.
your bow?
11. Dang.
11 will miss. Ithalug does not avail you in this turn. And your arrow, honestly, you don't even know. You're not even sure if your arrow. You're hoping you didn't hit Svendrin.
You
You
do
watch-
not hear
wouldn't it-
Svendurin wins in pain.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time, probably.
All right. So I'm gonna go to the GM layer. MK, you feel something brush past you, and you can. I'm gonna say until it's your turn and you do one more perception check. I'd like you to, if you would like, you can do an opportunity attack at disadvantage since it's unseen, but you know something just brushed past you.
I can see Minerva, though, right?
Yeah.
Then I will not take an opportunity attack.
Okay. But this thing is.
Oh,
going
no,
to...
I will. I changed my mind. I dropped my rage. I forgot about that, and that affects what I was thinking. So I'll swing at it at disadvantage.
Okay.
Which is control.
All right. So I'm gonna unveil it now to you, to everybody, and to you specifically, since you hit it. Here it is, and it's about to attack, but it's you hit it. So go ahead and damage it.
This will not be +2, so just 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay. I'm gonna delete this little circle. All right. There we go. So it's going to use its both of its attacks to actually no, it's going to rage powder. So we both need to make Constitution saving throws.
Heck yeah.
Minerva beats it.
Do I still get that advantage that you mentioned last time?
Are you raging?
I am not raging.
Then no.
13.
Meets it, beats it.
Oh, you have to attack your sworn ward.
No, meets it, beats it.
Oh, the
I
thing
don't
was
have
13. Got it.
I should be bumping it up or something because I want it to work so bad, but I'm not going to. It's 13. You are good.
Ooh.
All right, but MK, you watch as you see something swing at Minerva from her other side. The first attack is not successful, but the second one is a nat 20. So this is hidden to most people, but there was one left, and it's nat 20, and it is the Vine Whip. So I'm gonna roll this twice. So 8, 9, 10, 11 to Minerva, who has not lost HP yet. It's 44 minus 11, 33. Is that right?
It is.
Okay, and Minerva has to make a concentration save, so her meteor doesn't dissolve, but she does this with advantage, which meets it, I think. Yeah, it does. All right, so that was their turn, and I'm gonna put them back in the initiative, and it's about to be Minerva's turn. No, wait. Did Silme have her turn yet? No, Silme, it's your turn. They both have initiative of 10.
All right. I am going to cast fire. Wait, hold on. Fireball or fireball? Fireball on the.
So you don't.
This whole area.
Okay.
But I'm gonna careful it. I'm carefuling it.
But can you do that with an ally you can't see?
Oh, I can't see these.
No, everybody in here is hidden from you right now. If you get closer and
Okay.
make a perception check to peer through, which is a free thing on your turn, you might be able to see them.
All right. So I'm sorry. You cut out at the beginning. What did you say in the beginning?
If you come up and make a perception check, and also it's not going to be hard to see your allies since your allies weren't hiding. Actually, it's not really hard to see anybody anymore. Just make a general perception check over here.
Okay.
Because everyone broke stealth to attack.
Ooh, nice.
17.
Careful
Yeah,
spell doesn't specify that you have to see them.
Okay, well you see you're with the 17, you see everybody over here. It's really clear who's where. So you see the enemies and the allies now that everyone's out of like stealth and all this.
Okay. All right. So I am going to cast fireball on like this general area. But yeah, I'm carefuling it.
So they're only all going to take a little fire damage.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you take careful spell or careful sculpt.
Is this a deck save I can see?
Actually, it would be, yeah. So are we all making, what's our DC we got to beat, Silme?
I thought it was an automatic, they're automatically successful.
Oh, yeah, you're making Minerva and Svendrin automatically successful, but my
Gotcha.
creatures still need to make deck saves, and what do they have to beat?
Oh, my
15.
15.
Okay.
Or suffer the consequences. Dang.
Damn it. Oh.
Nice.
right,
Silme
I wanna-
starts to pout, but she sees one got really hurt, so she doesn't fully pout.
Oh. Also, your roll for the damage was awful.
2,
Yeah.
1, 4,
Well-
1, 1, 1.
It was awful, Tim says.
All
All right,
well,
so the bottom one takes 20. Oh my god, wait.
Yeah.
It's
the
normal,
bottom-
And then
right?
the other one takes 10, and then everybody else takes 10. Sorry.
Okay, no, no worries.
You almost did more damage to your allies.
I
but
almost.
10 more damage.
Minerva cries out with her first dialogue of the session, since I haven't given her any dialogue. Ow!
Ouchie, I'm on fire.
All right.
Sorry.
So I do want to know, what does it look like, because you do kill this bottom one.
Oh my god. Okay,
Oh,
like
hell
it
yeah.
explodes and there's like plant flesh that's just like splattering like in all directions. It's like hitting the walls of the glass of the there's like a blood splatter on the glass of the greenhouse.
I feel like
But it's green.
Svendorin doesn't react, but maybe Minerva is like appalled by the gore.
Talia will never let me live this down.
Yes, Talia is definitely. She looks over to the corner of her eye, sees a detonation of flame, and she goes, "Silmate."
I love it. All right. So that's Somay's turn. So it is Minerva's turn. And Minerva is pretty freaking hurt. No, she's not that hurt. She has 2 what's it called left. So she's gonna send 2 her last 2 meteors at this creature, which is gonna take 4d6. Has to make a dex save. Oh, she has to make a concentration check, but she will do that at advantage. She's nat 20. She gets a spell slot back. JK. So she's gonna make this thing do a dex save. Which it fails, so it's taken 4d6. 10, 11, 12, 13 damage from Minerva as her 2 remaining star meteors strike it. So that was her bonus action. Exciting. And then she's going to attack with her regular action. And misses. And then she will do 1 more attack, and this last one will be her staccato step, which does succeed. So I do the regular damage. Spells, staccato step. Hit target so no effects. Before then, target takes 1.
It's just 1d8 now, and then another.
Oh, I think I did too much earlier. Okay, so it takes 8 more damage. All right, this thing's looking mighty hurt. Mighty hurts. And it's Talia's turn.
I am going to. Can I see what's going on over here? I feel like I'm a little far to see what's going on there.
I think
but
you are a little far.
Yeah. I'm going to just. I don't know why I'm just stalling out on what I want to do. I'm just going to walk over here and call my nightingale friend to my arm and say, "I'm sure the others are fine, don't you?" And I just start like taking care of my little flame bird.
How about this? Especially since you're kind of just cooling off, why don't you make me another perception check on that previous area that you had investigated?
Deal. +11.
+7's pretty good. You know that something is over here.
Yeah, I'm definitely intrigued to go re-investigate that area after.
Yeah. With 11, we'll just leave it
Guys down.
vague like that.
Yep.
Duvain.
Seeing all this commotion down here by Minerva, I'm going to bonus action, pop up my wings, and I'm going to fly 30 feet, aiming for general Minerva area, but I'm gonna hopefully make a perception check to see if I can see where.
I'll say you just can see as you get closer because everyone's broken stealth at this point.
Okay. On my way down, I will make another attack with my moon flame blade thing that's out.
Can I have you do that at advantage?
Gladly. Where is it? There we go.
Woo!
20.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Where the hell did it go? There we go.
All right, Duvain. Tell us how you fall out of the sky with your flame sword and eviscerate this thing.
I assume I'm stabbing it in the back because it's not really facing me. So I come down and I land on it. I'm standing on its back. Yeah.
All right, and I want to take a moment. So anime style, Minerva's facing off with it, right? Like she's just detonated meteors at its feet, and she's like put her magic on it and swung into it. But she's like more hurt than she's really been. Like she definitely has studied this stuff, but she hasn't gotten to like go on excursions like this. So she's like kind of nervous. She has Spender nearby, but she just sees as the thing like goes still, and then this like fiery blue white blade comes through its center towards her as you like stab through it, and it starts to just slowly dissolve around your flame blade and withers away and dies. And you have killed my last Rosemar. None of you quite as bloody as I would like, but
I'm bloody.
you guys did phenomenally. So I'll take that one off the map.
I'll escort Minerva out of the thicket.
All right, you and Minerva leave the thicket.
It's like not much of a thicket anymore, right? Because it's kind of like charred.
You can see Silme's stamp on the area, Minerva's stamp. The crazy amount of fire damage this party apparently does, which I underestimated.
Oh yeah.
Moonflame specifically doesn't harm good plants.
Oh, I love that. That's law. That's canon.
Is this a new
Oh,
damage
no.
type?
This is new what?
New damage type, Moonflame? That means I get steam, right? As a damage type?
Both radiant and fire. I guess steam's
Yeah, what
my
is
God.
steam? It's both fire and air. It's fire and force.
I am the DM.
Oh,
right
yeah.
now.
But water's not a real thing. I would say fire and force.
As guest DM, it's now canon. Steam.
Fuck you. No. Give me DM back.
Falling off the ledge. Someone, no.
I delete Talia off the map so she can't object.
No, you delete like King Zavar from Durest.
No.
Oh my God. Can you imagine? That's funny.
Teo, I don't know what they're laughing it up about over there. This is the flower that I think might be of some use to us. And I gesture for Teo to check out the flower that I had seen over here that may or may not be something we're looking for.
All right, I'll take a look. What do I see?
Go ahead and roll me a perception or nature check. I'll even give you advantage since Talia's helping you by telling you where to look.
All right, cool. I'm gonna roll nature. I feel like that's what I'm doing. 20.
Hale, you kind of wish Alara was here because in front of you, you see one of the most gorgeous flowers you've ever seen. And it's sitting in like a shallow pool. You see that like behind some of like the ferns and brush, there are different, there's like little ponds of stagnant water. And there are several of these flowers there. And looking at it, like all you can imagine is that this would be the lunar lotus because it is a lotus flower essentially.
All right, well, this is certainly a lotus flower, everyone. I say we pluck it and take it with us because this is probably it.
If I may, I will just reach my hand out gently toward it and cast the light cantrip and surround my hand with moonlight. and just see how it reacts with the flower.
Yeah, so I didn't really describe it, but like you see what I would like you to see, don't imagine the drops of moisture on top, but like you guys are looking at this like blue purple flower, and then when you put moonlight around it, like the moonlight refracts into the blossom, and like subtle pink erupts among the flower petals, and the moonlight reflects upon little specks of like moisture and light that are just emanating up from the core of the flower.
I just slowly smile and say, if that is not dew of the moon, then I don't know that we can find it. This is our best chance.
Wonder if there's any way to take it with us without having to pluck and kill the flower. Maybe we can transplant it in some way. Anybody got any ideas?
I will say at this time, Minerva wanders over. Duvain, I kind of picture Minerva goes up to Duvain and they kind of are hand in hand, and they both wander over together. Is that fair, Duvain?
Sure. She takes 2d6 of healing from me.
Would you like to roll that?
Sure.
She's looking pretty rough. She's at half health.
I would have loved to have shielded her 2d6, but I wasn't great at managing my rage.
You almost entirely heal the burns that she took from Silme. Minerva gives Silme a little look. And she says, Talia Teo, it seems you're right.
Another 5 for her.
Oh, you're wonderful. Thank you. I've never seen anything that speaks to Moondew as closely as this flower does.
I agree. Teo, if I can guide your hands with the grace of Sehanin, do you think you might be able to separate it safely from its stem?
I'll give it a shot, and I take out my scissors, which double as shears.
And Minerva kind of nudges Duvain and says, Druid, you want to see what you can do, or a plant's not really your style? Duvain, did you hear that?
Caught like 2 words of it. Sorry. What did you say?
Minerva's essentially asking if there's anything you can do as a druid. To help Teo in the cutting of this flower. Steve, do you just want to come in here?
No, I'm good. I can. I will try to use Druidcraft to do the inverse of what it normally does, and I will try to lessen all of the non-lunar lily or lunar lotus plants. So I would try to close up all of the other flowers and retract all of the other leaves from these surrounding areas to make it easier for Teo to snip and shear in the appropriate spot.
All right, Teo. That's a guidance nature check with advantage.
Alrighty.
Holy shit.
Well, there you go.
29.
Can I have Silme and Svenderin give me perception checks?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do mine at disadvantage. I'll say I'm like trying to like apply bandages or something to Minerva.
Minerva's gonna do it too, since she's kind of not really helping with this.
Ooh.
Svenderin, out of the corner of your eye, you just notice like an empty, like open vase. And you're watching as Teo picks this lotus up. And Teo, you kind of were going around and snipping, but there wasn't a lot to snip. It's like this is on a lily pad almost. Like there is like a layer to it underneath it, and there's like roots that just kind of like go into the water, but it's not connected down into the ground really.
Okay.
I'll grab that vase and like scoop elsewhere up some water and proffer it.
Yeah, and so with that, Teo, you see that water, and you just can rest the water or the lily into the water in the vase. You guys have a mobile lotus lily.
Ooh, look at this, guys. It's mobile. Let's get on the move with it.
Yeah, let's get out of here before any more of these rose creatures come at us.
Or before
Yes, those were
Silme
horrid.
decides to burn anybody else, right?
I already said I'm sorry about that.
True. We should never bring it up ever again.
Thank you.
Oh, I plan to at certain formal occasions. But my friends here are healing me of those wounds, and your fire was spectacular, Silme.
Thank you.
Thank you all for your aid with this. And like you guys can all kind of start leaving together. And however you would like. Yeah. So the question is, I mean, I kind of know Minerva's perspective here, but I don't want to let DM NPC overtake it. So the question is, how are you guys going to proceed? And like, we can just decide now, and then like that'll help me kind of know how to set up the next session.
Well, I would assume that would we not want to head to the those basins again?
I'm
Yeah.
wondering if we could make sure the lotus is stable in the vase, and if it's not worth resting for 4 hours to get our long rest in.
Yes, it has been a dreadfully exhausting day. I would love for the chance to just tend to my delicate form in my room for a while, if the lotus can handle it. But if not, certainly making a journey, another couple hours westward isn't the worst thing in the world. At least we would have the cover of midnight, late night.
We could go camp there outside that cool temple that we found.
So Teo, and I don't know that Duvane's in on this one. Teo, Teo and Svendrin are the ones with the most probably tactful, practical, out of the city knowledge. So you guys might not be sure that journeying through the Emerald in the dark is ideal. You know your entire party has dark vision, but you're probably feeling some trepidation about making that journey in the dark. And I do also want to just remind you guys of timeline. You have about 24 hours until a vote will happen for anything, just so everything is on the table. And then you guys have it.
And this feels like a kind of a free question for us several century-old folk. Does a 4-hour trance grant us the benefits of a long rest, or do we still need to do hours of activity?
That's an excellent question.
I think 4 hours is the full benefit.
Topirian gets his full rest in 4 hours.
So I don't think.
Yeah, let's just take 4 hours
if
off.
we do 4 hours right now, we might even still be being able to travel under the moon's light. Or we can wait until the sunrise.
I do find something appealing about journeying in the middle of the night, under the full grace of Sehanin.
There'll also be a bit more protection if we head directly to the basins now. We did step through one of those barriers after all, so we'd have some bit of protection from wildlife that might accost us. I say we step through it and just camp just on the other side in some mystical place that nary an elf has discovered till now. And then first thing upon waking, we put these mystical plants and grown things into those basins.
I certainly see the appeal of that. I won't argue it.
Need anyone return home for even a moment, or shall we go now? People might think we're just going back to the carnival as we leave, which could be to our advantage.
Let's
I
go.
agree. Also,
How about
Minerva,
that?
I don't know this state of what Keep Loonsong is like right now, but perhaps not tempting fate by returning there too early is also to your advantage.
I think I'm doing more good for them by doing this. And if I do return, they might have need of me for tasks that won't be as effective. So I do agree, not going home tonight is actually probably a wise idea. Although my parents likely think they have two wayward children now. But Topirian doesn't get to have all the fun, nor all the glory.
Very well, milady. Shall we away?
Is anyone else hurt before we go? Duvain, thank you
Um,
for your administrations.
Yes, but perhaps we could take it real leisure-like before fully traveling. Maybe like qualify for a short rest as we make our way out of the Thinyan, past the carnival, before we fully hit the road.
All right. Well, why don't we? I mean, we can journey and also just. I don't mind being transparent for our mini arc. We're not going to encounter any problem on the way. It might take a little longer in the moonlight, but I will say we would have we'll have a safe trip through the moonlight Amarin, and then we can do a full long rest, like Duvain mentioned, under the protection of the Mythal, outside of the ruins. And is that cool with everybody?
Absolutely.
All
That
right.
sounds great to me. I might have, maybe when we resume next time, I might be interested in having Talia trance about some specific things.
Okay. Yeah, and honestly, you guys have all watched Telperion trance about specific things, and your character's trance, and so to trance about something specific, you guys have long memories, and you actually have memories prior to the life you have that are only accessible when you're trancing, and they aren't accessible constantly or even fully, but trancing is a way kind of to organize the long memories of an elf. So if there is a relevant piece of some fragment of your life, knowledge, things that you would be thinking about in that trance, you guys could even text me over the next between now and Tuesday to give me an idea, and I could prepare something for you to remember in your trance. And then the absolute last piece is, I had this last week, but I forgot. Mike Jacoby thinks is pretty funny for the piece to be a lemon, but I didn't want to just present you with a lemon. So here is a representation of what the lemon-like fruit was that you pulled off the tree.
Very Legend of
like it.
Zelda fruit.
It's
Yes.
really hard to find a magical lemon. I looked a lot. This was the best I could do.
Yeah, this totally seems like something you just run over in Breath of the Wild, and it goes doodling as you pass over it.
Mm.
All right. But that's what I have for you guys tonight.